afterwards. Never mind.
Well, it's live right now, so if you want to run and do that, you can.
Real quick.
Hey guys, so if you're watching this, Brandy just went to go share the live on her Facebook page, which is Addie's Boutique, and I will actually go ahead and get you guys a link so that you can visit their Facebook and visit their website. So let's see. I just dropped their Facebook in the comments, and then let me pull up their website and get you that as well.
Friends.
Okay, awesome. I went ahead and shared your Facebook and your website in the comments. So anyone that's watching will be able to see that. So again, thank you. This is Brandy Willis. She's the owner of Addie's Boutique here in Alexandria, Louisiana. She's a social media client, and her social media coordinator is actually Abby, who works remote out of Baton Rouge. So thank you again for joining me live here today to talk about all things Addie's and just kind of how you work with Ugly Mug and everything like that. So if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and just let us know how Addie's Boutique came about.
So like she said, I'm Brandy. I am owner and personal stylist at Addie's Boutique. We're located in Alexandria, Louisiana. And the interesting thing about this was we actually started out in one of the little booth places reselling my daughter Addie's smart clothing. And then a couple of glasses of wine with a friend of mine, we decided that we should have an online boutique for women. And so we started it. Well, I started it. She became the graphic designer and just kind of helping me create the logo and was the support cheerleader because she let it off. Well, then in 2018, I am pregnant, 8 months pregnant with my 4th child. I am not working and I am going to open a boutique and we're going to have it opened on March 12th. And here's the building. And he said, okay. Why he said that was okay, I'll never know. And then it's become what it is. We have gone through so many just transitions. When we first opened, we wanted everything to be under $50. Well, we wanted also quality. And I say, it's me and all my hats. Also wanted quality. So when we moved into Alexandria, we were like, this is the perfect time to transition to where people can have good quality pieces. Well, then we noticed that we're missing a plus size element in Alexandria. And then we're missing pieces for people to wear to work. And then I love dressing people. And people hate shopping. They hate going into boutiques and they don't know how to dress themselves. And I love doing that. So that's kind of what makes Addie's Boutique unique is not only do we carry plus size, but we do personal styling, which is my favorite part of this whole business. And when COVID happened, we shut down. The world shut down. And I went, okay, I am home with 4 kids. My husband is working. I have bills to pay, even though my store is not operating. What am I going to do? And since I did marketing in the past, I was like, I can do this. I can do this. I don't need to pay anybody. No. And if you're that way, I hope this interview kind of changes your mind because we're too close to our business. And I always recommend getting someone to do your social media for you, your advertising for you, because you are too close to your business. Whereas sometimes it takes an outside perspective to bring something fresh and new. And it's also great to have that person to bounce ideas off of. Abby, who is my person, I love Addie. I love it because she is such a fashionista and she gets my vibe. And sometimes when I'm just completely out of ideas, I'm like, okay, sister, just tell me what we need to do, which is really good, especially when you have somebody who's type A like me, who always has to have a plan. And Abby was just such a great fit for the boutique because she thought like fashion. She was an influencer. She was, playing dress up. And we have such a unique package with Ugly Mug. That's what I love about being a client of Ugly Mug, is because y'all were able to package something specifically for me. I have Abby who does photo shoots, and you get to see Lily on my website. She coordinates the photo shoots for me. I just style them. And sometimes I'm like, okay, these are the pieces that we need. And then she'll help style as well, especially if I'm not able to go onto the shoot itself. She does all of our Instagram and Facebook. At one point in time, she was doing Pinterest for me and did an incredible job. However, the platform I currently use for my website already does a really good job with Pinterest. So we decided to take that element and put it and focus on something else. So it's been great having somebody who's like-minded and can think fashion to have in the boutique, because we see our business grow every single month. And when I think, oh my gosh, nobody's walking in the door, bing, an online sale comes. And, we, our main goal is to try to ship to all 50 states. So that's always been the main focus, is to, grow our business, be personal stylists for everyone in every place. And we're short 13 states, but we have shipped overseas, which is really cool as well. So.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. I've kind of like known a little bit about you, but then when I started working here, I obviously got to know a lot more. And like you said, Abby is a fashionista. When I first met her, I was like, this girl knows how to dress. I love like dressing up. I love like, putting on all the makeup and stuff like that. But to work, I'm like a sweatshirt kind of gal. But Abby shows up every day to the nines. So you definitely got the best coordinator for your specific business. But again, thank you for sharing all of that. I think one thing that I love about Addie's is that you guys do carry a plus size line, which is something that most places in general don't do, but especially in Alexandria. So that definitely, along with like your personality and like your employees, y'all's personalities are very like, I feel like they're fit for the industry, because it's not an industry where you walk in and you just want to be like, hi, thank you for coming in. Like you need to be.
We're very, and it's on purpose. It's on purpose. We want people when they walk in the door to feel like family. We want them to know all about them. I'm terrible at names, but I always know what they buy, and I always know what we talked about. So even if I haven't seen them a couple of years, when they walk in, I'm like, hey, the last time you were here, we talked about this. How is this going? We want that relationship. We want people to feel like they're family when they leave here, and it is very interesting. This business is very interesting, but we do become family. We become friends. And I love the relationship that we've been able to cultivate through it.
And you're definitely in a very prime location, being right there off Jackson Street. I know you guys just recently moved there. How long ago? Because I know you guys were
almost 3 years. Yes.
So I knew you guys were somewhere else, and then you moved to Jackson Street, which is a great location to have because of all of the back and forth. So what would you say to anyone that's looking to, one, invest in marketing, and two, invest in Ugly Mug marketing, especially coming from I guess like a non-corporate place? Like everything you do is to make sure that you're bringing home stuff for that way your family, you're providing for your family, So what would you say to someone maybe with like your size of a business looking to invest?
Find it in your budget. Find it in your budget, because you can always make an excuse. I can spend this money here instead. Find it in your budget, because it's going to work. It's going to work, because I am, yes, like she said, on a prime location. I am right on Jackson Street across from Kroger in Goodyear, but you would be surprised how many people still do not know I exist. And we've been open in a physical location for 5 years. And there's still people who've never come in. They've never talked to us. They didn't even know we exist. They had no clue that we exist. And that's what I love about, having that outside source. Again, get the outside source, because they're going to think differently than you because you're too close to your business. Whereas, Ugly Mug, they're going to think out of the box. And that's what I love about Ugly Mug. I am all about taking risks, taking chances, Let's see if it works. I want out of the box thinking, and Ugly Mug is going to give that to you. And don't expect it to work in 1 month. You have to give it. You have to give it 4 months. And I would tell anybody this, even if it was an Ugly Mug. You've got to give somebody 4 to 6 months to actually see the results, because you're getting your name out there, and it takes people several times to see your ad before it converts. And a company can do that. A marketing company can do that, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Leave it to the professionals. Let the professionals do it. They're so creative. They're so good at what they do. I feel like y'all are always doing some kind of training and learning something new to kind of be able to incorporate with your customers, which is fantastic, especially when you have people like me who are type A, ADD, all over the place. But you have this vision and you know what you want it to look like, and Ugly Mug does it. They do it. They give it the look that I want. And now it's gotten to the point where I don't even have to tell them what I want. Abby's already thought about it. She's already designed it. She'll send it to me for approval, and I'm like, looks great.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you've had such a good experience with us. And I, again, wanted to thank you. Is there anything else you want to say, just maybe about maybe some upcoming things you have going on or anything like that?
So we always have new arrivals in. We do a lot of personal styling, a lot of private appointments. So if you ever want to shop, because I know boutique hours are not conducive to people shopping, give us a call. We always do after hour shopping, because we do it around people's schedule. If you're not in Alexandria, if you're watching this video and you're out of state, or maybe a little further out than Alexandria, we do video calls. I do video calls all the time. I have a customer that's in Hot Springs. We video chat. Same with a customer in Texas. We pick out clothes for you. Know that option's there, especially if you hate shopping. So I love shopping and I love dressing you. So there we go.
I get that. I love shopping too. It's probably my most toxic thing is I just always want to be shopping. I'm like, oh, I have a new event coming up. I need a new dress. Even if I bought 5 dresses last week, I'm like, well, I need a new one, I get that.
The people who come in who have no clue what to wear. They're like, I don't know how to wear this. I'm like, girl, I got this.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And we love having Addie's Boutique as a client. I love helping Abby model for you guys. It's the most fun. I'm like, this is the closest thing I'm ever going to get to America's Next Top Model, but it is so much fun. Okay. Well, thank you again. I put both Addie's Boutique's website and Facebook in the comments. Feel free to check them out. Like she said, give them a call if you guys ever want any styling tips, tricks. She's got it all there. So make sure you visit it. And again, thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.